I've been seeing many videos recently about modern gaming, and I thought I should throw my flabberwackin' take out there. Most of these videos have fallen into two categories: the gamers who are discontent about the lack of creativity in games, and the gamers who are upset about the lack of skill trees and advanced mechanics in the games. Basically, you have the power gamers and the casual gamers. I mean, I could break it down more, by saying specifically what each one does, but I'll do it in terms where, at least I understand it better by giving you an example of each kind of person. For example, Len plays casually. He wants to play to have experiences with other people and to have an outlet for stress and thoughts. Making progress through a game's mechanics is of little concern to him compared to his imagination and how well the game will let him be creative. Now, you see, Jim also plays casually. He wants to play for the enjoyment of progression. He longs for the completion of an incompletable goal. I'll get into that later. He enjoys his time with others, but if they hinder his ability to progress through the game's mechanics, he might not be so kind. Both of these people do enjoy games, and might sway from being a power gamer to being a more casual gamer. But we seem to divide ourselves into these groups. People who are chasing that goal, like the end of their power level or something, or, the end of the grind, that incompletable goal that pretty much never happens. They tend to group together to find the most efficient way to get to the end. Yet they always seem to be at each other's throats because being better at the game or having a higher level can create this sort of social class within that community. For example, Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2 quite a bit in the past. Enough to know the game and do a few raids. And I've had some wonderful experiences with the game and the people I've played with. Yet almost every time I've played with friends or random people, someone got upset at someone else for being underleveled or being bad at the game. This is a co-op game where, I see it as it should be inherently friendly and a sort of team building game. You see, the issue is that the top tier rating is so glamorous that people will ignore others' feelings and thoughts and, try and push at them, try and be rude to them because they think that'll get them better. But they end up ignoring the actual people just to go be, top tier. And what does that really mean, to be honest? What is top tier gaming, what does top tier level rating do compared to normal rating? Gets you on a map? Well, you're playing Destiny. I mean, come on. Anyways, casual gamers also have their own dilemma. Many casual gamers find it hard to find other casual gamers to play with. I'm more of a casual gamer, I guess, and I've had that same dilemma. You might suggest an idea to a friend about, playing a game. If you're lucky, they will agree to do it and actually follow through with it. It's crazy how many times that shit doesn't happen. Then after a week of playing, you switch games, leaving the last one to wither away on a hard drive until it gets deleted to make room for a new game, and the process repeats. Think of it like a bypass. You might have a nice trusty road and, the little potholes and bumps are really nice and fun. You love them and it serves you well. But all of a sudden, you get this guy coming along saying he could build a great new big 6-lane highway. It's got fast roads, nice lanes, great drainage, and that just seems so much more appealing that you'll forget what you have had, forget the enjoyment that you're having in one thing to go on to do this other thing. You pave over the road that you once loved and held with you. You know what I mean? It's just gaming is just at a point where it's not the gaming, it's the people. I'm going to get into that right now. Social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and any kind of modern technological media, with some exceptions like ebooks, they've changed the modern landscape of gaming and society as a whole. Now, I know that's a stretch, so just stay with me. We're losing our attention spans. I'm sure it was hard for you to give a damn microgram of attention, during that little pause. This lack of attention makes sticking with games hard, and when someone has a good attention span and plays games, they find themselves alone because almost no one else is like that anymore. And usually they end up just playing whatever other mindless shit everyone else plays and loses their attention span anyways. Hell, I'm not even like that. I fucking have no attention span anymore, you know? I want to play Minecraft and stick with it, but after a few days, I just find myself playing a different game. It's also why shooters, MOBAs, and other games with no progression or character development are so popular. People don't want to grind because there's too much commitment. It's either they don't want to grind because there's too much commitment, right? Or they want to grind because it's not even that they want to grind. It's that they end up playing a game that keeps them grinding because they want to complete it. So there's the two things. There's the casual gamers who play games, who that are sort of mindless, so they just pass the time casually. Or there's the people who, they might start off playing casually, but they see there's an end goal which is unachievable, which the game devs make it that way because they have to make a profit, get people paying for subscriptions and stuff like World of Warcraft, and you end up being addicted to it. That's enough waffling. Here's my point. Modern gaming isn't entirely the industry's fault. It partly is, but not entirely. The gamers ask for more content because they don't want to use their imagination to make their own, like building a meaningless village in Minecraft and giving it lore and love just because, because you want to have fun and it's your imagination. Or even differently, you could use fun settings or fun game ideas in custom shooter matches. Like in Rainbow Six Siege, there's something called Sledge Mires, where the attacker is Sledge, right? And he runs around and only kills people with the sledgehammer. And then you get the other people who are on the defenders to not use any gadgets that would hurt Sledge, for example. And they have to be the same speed or less as Sledge. And you just hash it out. So basically, they can't kill you. You run around as Sledge and try and kill the other players. Hopefully your friends. And if they don't die, if both of them or all of them, depending on how many you're playing, if they don't die before the time's out, you lose. But if you kill them before the time runs out in the round, you win. And stuff like that just makes games so much more fun because it's not the game, it's the people. But the people are ignoring each other for the game. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, I just said I was done waffling and look at me go off. That's way off the script. Anyways, games deliver that content. They deliver the content that more gamers want. Yet, the gamers ask for so much content that in order to keep profits up and to keep people playing, the game company shit out the most rancid, putrid abomination of diarrhea casserole. And you know who's eating that slop? Us. Because it's our cooking. We made that, not them. We made them. We basically told them to cook up this shit pie that was laying in the side of the road. That was our doing. That was our fucking doing. Anyways, thanks for sticking around with me through this whole obnoxious vile rant about some dumbass motherfucking shit. Anyways, like and subscribe if you want. Bye.